Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Cabooties community, and you are here at the very best time because it is time for custom Cabooties to come back. Now, some of you have not been here yet for a custom round, so I wanted to take a quick second and pop in and just kind of remind you how it works or show you for the first time because it can be kind of overwhelming when I send you out to go fabric shopping and design your own shoes. And I just want you to know that I am here for you. I will help you. And I cannot wait to see what designs you come up with. And in case you don't know, I am Kelly. I am the mom behind Cabooties, and I run the business here out of my basement. So thank you for joining me today. And I also want to let you know that because I am going to be personally sewing all of the customs this round, orders will be very, very limited. So I'm hoping to keep this up from Monday through Wednesday. There is a solid chance that I'm going to take as many orders as I can reasonably fill in a reasonable amount of time for you guys before Wednesday, in which case I will have to take them down early. So please, please, please keep an eye on the timelines that I've posted within the group that I'm putting in the captions of this video. And if you really want to make sure you get your customs, it's a great reason to join our VIP program because in addition to the rewards points you earn, you also get early access to stuff like this. So if you're a VIP, watch your email box tonight at 7 p.m. If you're not a VIP, watch this space tomorrow, watch your email inbox tomorrow, or get on that early access list because all of these instructions I'm going to walk you through today are also in the place where you can sign up for early access starting tomorrow morning. Okay, I want to start out by showing you what the Cabooties are. Many of you, if you're in this group, you already own a pair of Cabooties, but in case you don't, I just want to give you a quick overview of what the options are to customize. So the first thing is just our normal baby shoes. I had these hung up in my office for organization's sake, but I'll take them off the hangers now. These are just normal baby shoes. I pulled this for to show you guys because it's a little bit Halloween inspired. And this round is going to be shipping late August, early September. By the time you pick your prints, I order the fabric, I make the shoes and ship them to you. It's probably going to be, it'll definitely be fall by the time you receive these shoes. Just keep that in mind. So I pulled an old Halloween looking print just to get you in the mood. They all have flexible rubber soles. They all have these stretchy ankles, so they're easy to put on. They don't fall off. The soles are very lightweight and super flexible so that your baby or toddler can grip the ground through their shoes. And they're unlined for that reason as well. If you've gotten that shoe talk from your pediatrician where they tell you, like, avoid shoes, they'll hinder your baby's foot development, they make it hard to walk. These are designed to protect your baby's foot and add a little bit of warmth without hindering their ability to take those first adorable steps. So there's this rubber sole that's unlined. There's no right or left shoes, so you don't have to worry about putting your baby shoes on the wrong feet. They open up so they're easy to slide on, and then they cinch back down to be a little bit snug, not tight, so that they will not fall off your baby's feet. They're all going to be made this round of eco canvas or recycled canvas, which is great because it's made with recycled plastic. It's taking that plastic out of the landfill. And this is great too because it makes your shoes water resistant to keep your baby's feet dry. But that plastic fabric, do not worry, will not be touching your baby's feet because there is this lining of 100% cotton flannel that is super soft. That will also be inside the uppers of all of the shoes. So that is our baby shoe. You're also going to see an option in there for swim shoes. I had wanted to get a round of swim shoes done for you guys this summer, and just with moving, I had major surgery, I had COVID, a lot of things happened, and I wasn't able to do swim shoes like I wanted to for you late spring, early summer. I will be customizing some swim shoes. If any of you still have a need for them and are still going to want them in late August, early September, you can also order swim shoes this round. And swim shoes are exactly like this, except what I just showed you that is recycled canvas and flannel is all made out of swimsuit fabric. So you can take your Cabooties right in the pool. I've noticed a lot of you are enjoying them in the splash pad, which seems to be working great from this fabric. It's also really great if your Cabooties are made from swim. So you will have the option. I know a lot of you live out in Vegas and out west where it's warm. If that's you and you get to swim year round, and I am so jealous, you will be able to grab some swim shoes this round as well. Now, if you're like me and you live in the Midwest where it's pretty much always cold, even when it's summer, I'm still wearing hoodies outside, you're going to be interested in this option. These are our boots. And these, I'm going to be super honest with you, they take me forever forever to make. They actually use more fabric than our adult slippers do. And because I'm making this cuff and putting a whole pile of snaps in here for you, these take me forever to make. And so I don't offer them very often, but you will be able to get custom boots made. They're so cool. Even though they take me forever and so I avoid them, they're one of my favorite things that we offer. Because look at this. That baby shoe I just showed you and told you all about why it's so great for first steps, why they're so practical for being out and about. They fold up really flat and pack really easily. These boots are, the base of these boots is just that baby shoe that you guys have come to love so much. That's why you're here in this group. Except on this baby shoe, I have attached this cuff, which snaps down. And you know when their little pants ride up, but their little shoes are down here and their ankle hangs out and gets cold, especially if you're wearing them in a baby carrier or anything that like just pulls their pants up. These boots are the answer to that problem. And now you may be saying, those won't work for me because my baby has insert calf size here, the really skinny legs or really wide legs. Don't worry, I got you covered. There are adjustable snaps in here. So you can snap them on this looser snap and have lots and lots of room for chunky little baby legs and sweatpants and all the things. Or you can snap them on this tighter snap and they will stay put on those skinny little legs without allowing a draft. But you don't have to count on this ankle strap to keep their shoes on anyway, because they still have that elasticated ankle that's going to be doing all the work. The shoe is exactly a Cabooties baby shoe, lined with flannel, no lining in the soles for easy first steps. The upper is lined with polyester fleece, which is great because it is moisture wicking. So if you are in the snow, this is going to keep their pants from being super duper wet. It is not going to absorb moisture if you're somewhere wet. This is not going to soak up any moisture. And like I said before, this is a recycled canvas fabric that is water resistant. So yay for all those things. And because these are customs, all the things I've shown you can be made in any print you want. Any print you can imagine. The only restriction is on copyrighted material. Unfortunately, I don't own Disney or any of those things, so I can't make you princess slippers with actual pictures of princesses or sports teams or anything like that, just because I do not own that intellectual property. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to find out if a print is okay or not, because sometimes things are like inspired and kind of borderline. I'm going to make it really easy for you to figure out which prints are okay, but you can just make your dreams come true when choosing the prints for these. The next one I want to show you is one that we almost never offer except for during customs, and that is youth slippers. These are totally different than our baby shoes. These are designed with your bigger kids in mind. If you've ever had a pair of our adult slippers, they're just like that. So the elastic stops right here. It's sewn into the toe. They still have rubber soles. They still have flannel lining. They still have a recycled canvas water resistant upper, but these are totally lined inside. So there's no visible seams and there is a layer of fleece. And this fleece is amazing because it is moisture wicking, just like in the boots. So if your child has sweaty feet, it's going to wick the sweat right off of there and eliminate the stinkiness from their sweaty feet as well. And it adds just a little bit of extra cushioning. So if your child's walking around the house, if they don't want to be barefoot because their feet are cold, or maybe you have really slippery floors and they're slipping and sliding all over the place, these are perfect. They also work for light outdoor use. I mean, you're probably not going to want to run around on asphalt on these because it's abrasive and it might wear the toes out. But in terms of like walking around in the grass, hanging out on the back porch, walking to the mailbox, things like that, these are perfect. And they're also amazing house shoes. Also, if your child goes to Montessori school or a Waldorf school and you need classroom indoor shoes, these are amazing indoor classroom shoes. And again, these can be customized in any print you want. These were actually a pair of customs that I made that I messed up a little bit. I don't actually remember how I messed them up, but I didn't ship them out to the customer. So I've just kept them here as an example. How cute are these unicorns? So cute. I wish I could remember what I did wrong on these guys. I kept them for some reason. If these were your customs and you have a pair of these in your house, let me know. I can't remember whose they were. And then the last one I want to show you is adult slippers. We've offered these for a while, so you're likely familiar with them. And they're just like the youth slippers, but they're bigger. And in terms of soles right now, I have black and beige soles. Those can be customized as well. I don't have a field on the website to tell me your sole preference, but if you do have a preference, you can list it, and I'm going to show you where in a second. If you don't have a preference, I'm going to pick whichever one I think matches your fabric choice better. So here we go. These are the adult slippers. And one pro tip about these, if you've ever tried our adult slippers on and you thought they didn't fit very well, you may be wearing them backwards. Our baby shoes and boots do not have a left or right shoe, but our adult and youth slippers do. You want to wear this tag in between your feet. That's really important. Otherwise, they will not be very comfortable for you because your shoes will be on the wrong feet. So just remember, tags between your feet. Okay. Now you know what the choices are. And by the way, I pulled these out. They're not currently listed. Pacifier clips or toy straps or whatever you want to use these for. These have a little clippy on them. So they clip right on your baby's clothes. If you're interested in these, let me know. I didn't list them because I kind of forgot. But if you'd like to see these listed, I can amend that listing pretty quickly. Let me know if you'd like to see these also as an option. And then the other thing I've listed in the past, but I don't currently have in there, but I can add it if you want them, is hair bows. Either in, this is a stretchy nylon that will fit your baby. It'll fit you. And you can even wrap this up a couple of times and you can use it as a hair scrunchie too. So these hair bows on a nylon band in the custom print of your choice. You see that little puppy there? This was one of the prints we offered at Valentine's Day. So cute. It won't focus, but you'll just have to take my word for it. It's really cute. And they're also available on alligator clips. And these are just a little sweet knotted bow. If you want hair bows added and pacifier clips added, will you tell me in the comments? Because they're not currently in there, but I would be happy to make them for you if that's something you like. I left them off because there's like 1,000 options on there already, and I didn't want it to be overwhelming or crash the site with all the choices. But I can add them in if you want to see them. Okay. Now that you know what, would you like to get into the how? Can I take you fabric shopping? Here we go. I am going to pop my face out, add these in. And why don't I go ahead and see if I can take that little thing off. There we go. All right. You are looking at the Spoonflower website. Now, this is spoonflower.com. And if you are looking to customize shoes, this website is going to be your new favorite / least favorite thing ever. There's like every kind of fabric design you could imagine. And I love Spoonflower because when you purchase fabric there, you're getting amazing fabric that is printed on sustainable bases here in the US. They're printed in North Carolina, but all the art is also created by indie artists. So you are supporting an artisan, you are supporting US based textile manufacturing. And yeah, it's just a great site with lots and lots and lots of adorable designs. A second ago, I touched on the fact that you cannot choose any licensed designs like sports teams or Mickey Mouse or anything like that for your shoes because that creates a legal issue for me. But the good news about Spoonflower is they don't allow licensed designs to be uploaded to their site. So if it's on Spoonflower, you can put it on your shoes. There's some things you might see that are questionable. I'm going to leave that legislating up to Spoonflower. So if you see it on there, I will make shoes out of it for you. I am going to take you through now. I did a little search for dogs because I've noticed when you guys order custom shoes, a lot of you like to find ones that look like your own dog and have those made into shoes. So I just did a little search for dog fabric, and I quickly want to show you how you can tell if a print will work for shoes or not. One thing I dislike about Spoonflower is that as you scroll through, the images that you see on here are not all at the same scale. So like this dog and this dog may look like it's the same size until you click into it. And then this one is much smaller than this one. So you're going to want to click into every image that you're interested in having put in a pair of Cabooties and run them through this test I'm about to show you. It'll be a little different on a computer versus a phone, but that's okay. We can totally make it work. We're going to start with these little doggies. And I am just going to show you how to check and see if they'll fit on a pair of shoes. So when we click in, you can see the doggies are already looking much smaller than they did on that preview image. And what I want you to do, if you're like, okay, I think I'm into this, will it fit on shoes? How will it fit on shoes? How many doggies will I see on my shoes? I want you to click Swatch 8x8. Now the front of a pair of Cabooties baby shoes obviously varies depending on the size you get. If you get a pair of boots, you're going to have the whole cuff worth of print. If you get a pair of adult slippers, your toe is going to be bigger than if you get a pair of newborn baby shoes. But for the sake of simplicity, we're all going to look at a 4x4 square. If you can see as much of the pattern as you'd like to show up on your shoes in a 4x4 square, then that print is a good choice. If in a 4x4 square, you only see a dog's tail and that's all that fits, that print is not a good choice. So unfortunately, you can't scale it all the way down to 4x4, but they do make it pretty easy. This swatch is 8x8. And then you see this big line up here and this big line over here to the side. If the top quarter of that fits a good chunk of the print, that's going to give you a good idea of how it's going to show up on your shoes. Now, sometimes if I'm on their website, I will actually take a screenshot of the square on my phone and I'll crop it down to just that top left corner and I'll see how it fits. If I am on my computer, they make it super easy for you. You can actually just mouse over this and it automatically, when you're in the swatch 8x8 swatch mode, it automatically goes to a 4x4 square. It was very friendly of them. So I can see that on this print, if I make it into a pair of shoes, I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 dogs on the front of my shoes. You may be able to, because when I make a pair of shoes, or when I do customs, I am able to have them print this fabric so it shows up kind of like a quilt. And so I only order as much of the fabric as I need to exactly make your shoes with no leftovers. I try to reduce waste in this process as much as possible because I hate just throwing fabric in the garbage. So I will only get like 16 inches of this particular print printed on a whole big thing with everybody else's customs also printed in there in a grid. So I can't necessarily guarantee if you see this print with 100 dogs in it and you only want this little Scotty, I will do my very best to get that little Scotty on your shoes for you. It's not something I can always promise, or if you only want this little hairless guy, I will do my best to get that guy on there for you. I can't guarantee it. However, all that to say that when we click 8x8 swatch and we check our little 4x4 square, this print would work well for shoes. I want to show you one more. I was looking through these dogs earlier, and actually a lot of these prints work really well. So if you're interested in these, definitely check them out. But I found one that wouldn't work, and so I want to show you that. These little patchwork dachshunds are just stinking adorable. However, we're going to put them through our swatch test. Remember, go to swatch 8 inches by 8 inches. Now, this is like 4 Cabooties toes all put together on this swatch. So you want to check either just the top left corner, or if you're on a computer, you can mouse over and see how it's going to fit. And unless I just want like a dog abdomen or just his head on my shoes, this print is not going to be a great choice. If you wanted to see that whole patchwork doggy on here, you're not going to be able to get it with this option. Now, don't despair. I haven't actually checked this print, so now we're going off script. But sometimes on Spoonflower, if you go down here, you'll be able to see the artist. You'll be able to see what collection this is featured in. And look, so this is Sausage Dog Coat Checks, what I was just looking at in large scale. They also have it in, quote, normal scale and tiny scale. And I can tell you tiny scale for tiny baby shoes is typically what you're going to want. So if I click on tiny scale of the same print, I go to swatch, I mouse over it. Oh my gosh, look how many dogs are going to fit on my shoes now. Okay. So if you go to something, if it has large scale in the title, it's probably not going to work. But if you click down to the artist, you may be able to find it in a tiny scale or a small scale or a 1-inch scale. And any of those are probably going to work really well. But always, always, always click 8x8 swatch and then check either the top left corner, from the metal line in both sides. You can crop it down, take a screenshot and crop it. Or if you're on your desktop, you can just mouse over it and it will show you a 4x4 square. And that is going to give you a great indication of what is going to fit on this part. Obviously, if you have boots, you're going to be able to fit way more of the print on there. If you have adult shoes, they're just naturally larger. So this is bigger than 4x4, but it's really not a whole lot bigger. This isn't much taller than 4 inches. This isn't much bigger than 4x4 inches. So that 4x4 square is a great starting point to give you an idea of, oh gosh, this print was huge. And what I thought was going to be a picture of an elephant is now just like a picture of a trunk on my shoes. So definitely double check that. As I'm ordering fabric, I will double check it as well, but you don't want to get in a position where you've already chosen your dream fabric and now you can't use it because it's too big. So definitely, I would recommend right now, before ordering opens up, making a list of the fabric you like. Start fabric shopping now because these are going to sell out pretty soon after they're listed. Definitely by Wednesday. So don't wait until Wednesday to go pick your fabric because it's going to take a while because there's so many cute choices and not all of them will work. So start that process right now. If you find a print you like, you can send it to me and just ask if it will fit, and I will crop it and send it back to you. If I get a ton of those posts, I'm going to run behind. So try to crop it yourself if you're able. But if you're totally stumped, I am happy to help. You can also post links in the group in the caption of this video, and group members can help you out as well. I prefer that you send the link to the print versus a screenshot because it just gives me the option to look around the site and kind of see some context and maybe even send you a smaller scale of the same version, which I can't do from a screenshot. So links are great. Okay, now you've seen what your options are. You've learned how to fabric shop. I'm going to show you now how to place an order. Again, these are not open until tonight, 7 p.m. on Monday night for our VIPs. Tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, for our early access list members. You can get on the early access list for free in the caption of this video. And then by Tuesday afternoon, I will have posted the link to order publicly for everybody. So make sure if you are eligible to order before Tuesday afternoon, you get in early, because these, again, they will sell out. They sell out pretty quickly. If you've been here for customs before, you've seen that. So don't wait to pick your fabric and get on either join our VIP, or if that's not a good fit for you, at least get on the early access list so that you can get yours right away. And now I'm going to show you how to order. I have to pull up a new tab to share with you. So I'm just kind of stalling for a second, but here we go. I hope that you're seeing them. That's great. This is what you are going to see when you click through on that link that will come to your email when you are ready to order. So we've pulled up custom Cabooties, and you're going to see just a picture of baby shoes. Do not panic, because right here you can choose what kind of items you want. Baby shoes, youth slippers, adult slippers, swim shoes, or boots. Again, if you would like me to add in those bows or pacifier clips, I can add them. They're not there yet. One thing I forgot to tell you about is, in addition to these types of shoes, you can also choose if you'd like your toes to be reinforced. Just click yes or no. Be aware that I gotta pick a size. Be aware that as you are customizing these, if you add reinforced toes, so you can see the youth slippers are $50. If you add reinforced toes, it's going to increase the price regardless of the item, regardless of the size. It's going to increase the price by an additional $3 on there. You can see this is what the reinforced toes look like. Basically, I just take a small piece of the sole and I sew that over the toe as well. Because as we talked about before, if your child tends to drag their feet on textured pavement, then their shoes are going to wear out really quickly. That reinforced toe prevents them from wearing out their shoes so fast. So if your baby is rough on their shoes, these reinforced toes may be a good option. It defaults to no, because again, that does slightly increase the price of your shoes just because of the extra labor and the extra fabric. Keep that in mind though. If that's something you're interested in, the option is there. So you're going to choose the type of item you want, the size you need. And if you click, let's say you ask for swim shoes, and you ask them in an adult extra large, it'll say unavailable. It just means that the item that you want is not available in that size. The swim shoes are only available in the baby sizes. So if I went to click youth slippers and then I clicked newborn, it's just not gonna work. So make sure that if you're looking for a youth item, that you're selecting a youth size. If you're looking for an adult item, you're selecting an adult size. If you're looking for baby shoes or baby boots, you're selecting one of these baby or toddler sizes. Okay. So once you get that all situated, the last thing you're going to want to fill out is this print selection box. A word of warning, this box may take a while to load because it's coming in with an app. That's the only way I can put a text box in your options. So it just may take a second to load. So if you get there and it doesn't show up right away, don't panic. Just fill out your other options and then come back to that at the end. Now, when you are ready to place your order, do not copy this and paste it in. This is the title of the print. There may be 50 prints on Spoonflower called sausage dog checks. I bet there's more than one. So if you just copy the title of the print, I may accidentally make you shoes in the wrong print. So we don't want to do that. What you want to do is go up to the very, very top of your web browser. On your phone, you may have to pull the browser down to find it. This up here is called a URL where it says spoonflower.com/en/fabric. And then there's going to be a number and some words. I need this, spoonflower.com/en/fabric/whatever. And you are going to click copy. If you're on your phone, that might look like two little squares embedded in each other. If you're on a computer, you just right click and click copy, or control click, or whatever your device needs to do. However you copy and paste, find this spoonflower.com/en/fabric and copy that. Do not copy this because I will get confused. And then where it says copy and paste Spoonflower URL, click on that and then click paste, or control V, or the little command V, or whatever it is that you do on your device to paste things. Paste that URL into this box. Again, it should say spoonflower.com/en, which stands for English, /en/fabric, and then whatever code that they've used in their URL to link you back to that fabric. This is what I need. And once you have your URL, your item type, your size, whether or not you'd like the shoes reinforced, which again does cost a little bit extra, keep that in mind. And then if you want more than one, you can absolutely order more than one until I run out. There's only 3 boots available to order. Like I said, the supplies are very, very limited, so you could order up to 3 3T baby boots. And then you'll just add this to your cart. Boom. You can combine, if you have rewards points, you can use those on this. You can use Afterpay or Shop Pay installments on these. If you're looking to stock up and you don't want to pay for it all today, you can pay in 4 installments in there. And you can use your rewards points on your customs. So those are all good things to keep in mind. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Again, VIPs, if you're a VIP member, you will get access to these at 7 p.m. tonight. If you have not joined, you can join until like 6:40 and still get that VIP early access email. So if you've been on the fence about, do I really want to join the VIP, go ahead and join now. When you join the VIP, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you get a free pair of exclusive baby shoes in that print I showed you all last week. And you also earn triple rewards on your purchases. VIPs will earn triple rewards on your custom Cabooties this week. And you get early access to cool stuff like customs. It does cost $50 to join. If you order 3 pairs of shoes over the course of a year, you'll earn so many rewards that the membership will pay for itself. So if that's something you're interested in, if you plan to order 3 pairs of Cabooties over the course of the year, like I said, it's basically free to you as long as you use your rewards points. Get on that list tonight. The link to join is in the description of this video. If you are not interested in joining the rewards program, that's okay. It won't hurt my feelings. You can get early access for free. You're going to get slightly earlier access than the paid VIP members. You'll get yours, I think, at 10 a.m. Eastern. All the times I'm talking about are Eastern time. 10 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday morning. That is less than 24 hours from when I'm filming this video, so it's still very soon. On Tuesday morning, anybody who signs up for that free email list in the blog post that is linked in the description of this video will get your link in your email inbox to shop. VIPs, you're also going to get an email link to shop. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday morning, I will be posting the link publicly to everybody. I'm planning to take 25 custom orders because that's how many I can reasonably sew and ship and not drive you crazy making you wait till November to get your shoes. I am planning to take 25 orders and that's it. There are 2,300 members, 2,300 members of just this Facebook group. And there's about 10,000 people on our email list. So if you want to be one of those 25 people to get your custom shoes in, if you're not a VIP, definitely sign up for early access. Definitely watch your email inbox either at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight or 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow because these are going to sell out really fast. Definitely by Wednesday, if not before. If you have any questions, please list them in the comments. I know we're already at a half an hour. This is a very long video today, but I wanted to make sure that you guys were able to plan out your orders before they went live so you have your Spoonflower links ready to go and copy and paste. This is absolutely my very, very favorite thing we do. Even though sewing all your customs is a lot of work for me, I love seeing the prints that you pick. I love making things that I know that you're going to cherish. I love it, especially when you come into this group and you share the adventures that you've taken your shoes on, where you've worn them to, when your baby takes their first steps. Seriously, it just melts my heart. So I hope that you will share your adventures in your shoes with us. Even if you don't get customs, even if you just have our standard shoes, please share your adventures with us here. Oh, it means the world to me because I started making Cabooties baby shoes for my own son 7 years ago for his first steps. And in those 7 years, we have made thousands of pairs of shoes. And when I sit here and I think that the little shoes I designed for my son, because I couldn't find any that worked at the store, how many babies have worn those shoes? How many families have taken those shoes? How many babies have had easier first steps because they didn't have thick rubber soles on the bottoms of their feet? It is the most humbling thing in the world. And I get a little teary-eyed thinking about all of you. And I just want to say thank you for being in our community, for supporting my small business, for allowing me the opportunity to work at home with my kids on a flexible schedule. And I'm not going to cry. And thank you for being here. I absolutely cannot wait to see what prints you pick. I cannot wait to sew those shoes for you. And I cannot wait for those emails to go out at 7 p.m. tonight to our VIPs and 10 a.m. tomorrow to everybody else on the early access list before we blow it out to thousands of people at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern. If you have questions, I know I've said it 1,000 times, put them in the comments. If you're just excited, tell me in the comments because I'm excited too. If you have friends who are not in this group yet who need a pair of custom Cabooties, invite them to join the group right now so that they don't miss out. I will see you on the other side of customs. I'll be around if you have questions. Jessie is also here to answer your emails and your messages if you have questions. Happy designing, happy fabric shopping, happy spoonflower hunting. Thank you. Have a great day.